Okay, we're moving on to the actual application now that we know how to identify slope and how to identify the y-intercept. And we are going to finally graph points that are in, or graph lines that are in slope-intercept form. So I do have how a slope-intercept looks. Y equals mx plus b. The m is the slope, the b is the y-intercept. You have to memorize that. Whatever is before that x, when y is by itself, notice y is alone here. When it looks like y equals mx plus b, whatever's in front of x is the slope. Remember, slope is rise over run. And whatever is after is that y-intercept. When I say y-intercept, that means where it crosses the y-axis. So that's what that means. Graphing is so much easier. Now I just want you to remember in Unit 4, we used to make a table. I would say, okay, graph this line, and you would make a table of values from like -2 to +2, and then you'd have to do a lot of plugging in, and you'd get these points, and then you'd plot the points and connect the line. It's so much easier now that we know what slope-intercept is. The first thing you're going to do is plot the y-intercept. And then the last thing that you do is use your slope to plot at least 2 other points. I usually do the y-intercept, one to the left of it, one to the right of it. That's typically what I do. Okay, so I want to graph this line y equals 3/4 x minus 2. I'm going to go ahead and turn this to plus a -2. And then I'm going to identify, just like we've been doing, my slope is 3/4, and my y-intercept is -2. So it says that I plot my y-intercept first, so that's -2. And then I use my slope to find at least 2 other points. So my slope is 3/4, which is rise over run. So that means that I go up 3/4. So up 3, 1, 2, 3, over 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Up 3, 1, 2, 3, over 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now you can see that it's following that pattern. Now I'm going to go that opposite direction. So instead of going up 3 to the right 4, I'm going to go down 3, 1, 2, 3, to the left 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you should see that it goes in that same line. And then you connect it. Make sure you put arrows or a counting rod. A line, if you do not put arrows, if you're lazy and just do that, that is a segment. It's not a line. It says it just stops there. And you have to show that it goes on to infinities. Okay? And the next one, y equals x plus 1. I am going to go ahead and put 1, make 1 come out. My slope, my y-intercept. So my slope is 1/1, and my y-intercept is 1. Right? Slope is before, y-intercept is after. So I plot my y-intercept. I'm going to go ahead and use blue. I plot my y-intercept, and then I use my slope. Up 1 over 1. Up 1 over 1. Up 1 over 1. Up 1 over 1. Now I'm going to go to the left. Instead of up 1 to the right, I'm going to go down to the left. And you can always tell because it should fall in that same pattern. Make sure you put your arrows. Okay, so the next one, I just made a separate page for graphing points to the left. I've already talked about graphing points to the left on the previous page, so this is just extra practice. So again, the first thing, you plus a negative if you can, and if 1 is present, you make 1 come out. I identify what is my slope, what is my y-intercept, My slope is -1/1. That means down 1 over 1. My y-intercept is -1. So I plot my y-intercept, which is at -1 is where it crosses that y-axis, and then down 1 over 1, down 1 over. Now I need to go to the left of the y-intercept. So instead of going down 1 over 1, I'm going to go up 1 to the left, up 1 to the left. And then I connect it with arrows, so we know it's going to infinity. Plus a negative, so I know that that y-intercept is really that -4. And then pull out and identify my slope. And my y, I'm going to abbreviate and just say y-int, or y-intercept. My slope is 3/4. My y-intercept is -4. So I plot my y-intercept, 1, 2, 3, -4. And then I use my slope. Remember, slope is rise over run, up over over. So I go up 3, 1, 2, 3, over 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Up 3, 1, 2, 3, over 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Other way. Instead of going up 3, I'm going to go down 3, 1, 2, 3, to the left 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then connect, and I am done. So that's your learning target today. What you can do, I give you an equation of a line, and you can use what you know about slope and y-intercept and quickly graph the line without using a table of values.